Welcome back, guys, to Player 1, Player 2 Gaming. This is Player 1.
Player 1, Player 2 Gaming. What?
Wow, this is Player 1, aka Professor Gray. Please ignore the idiot behind the green curtain.
What's up, my little No Mercy Yets? It's the OG.
Did you say
No Mercy?
No Mercy yet?
Yeah, they're like my little proteges, you know?
No, that's so damn cringeworthy, dude. No, we're dropping that. No, it sounds awful. Anyway, guys, Season 4 just dropped for Fortnite, and there is a lot to cover and go over.
Is there really? I don't think so.
Yeah, now that you say it, there's really not that much to cover.
Not really.
There really isn't that much to cover. I mean, there's some really great new additions, some new upgrades, some new bug fixes, and things of that nature. But there's not much different about the game, which prompted us to make this video, because we're already looking towards Season 5, to be honest.
Yeah, there has not been any changes in my eyes. It's the same Fortnite as Season 3, so...
And don't get me wrong. Fortnite is still great. Fortnite is still amazing. It's still the #1 game, one of the highest grossing revenue games that is out right now besides God of War. But it's not a full game yet, I feel like. For goodness sake, we're still in early access. So I mean, here's 5 things that we think should be in Season 5.
I mean, I would hate to see this game go stale, dude. Like, clearly, we both love Fortnite, and so does, everyone else in the freaking world. But, dude, like, honestly, these changes that we're going to suggest that they make would make the game a lot more fun and keep everybody involved. So
awesome. So before we go ahead and get into it real quick, let's go over, probably can do this in 30 seconds or less, the new updates that they did bring. I mean, we got some new locations in the same map.
Nothing's really changed.
We thought Tilted was going to be destroyed. Actually, it was Dusty. Now it's Dusty Divot. You got a new one, Risky Reels, which is over by Anarchy and Wailing Woods. We have a new mansion over in Lonely Lodge, which makes me want to go to Lonely Lodge a lot more now. So that was actually pretty cool.
There's another hidden mansion as well in Snobby. It's like in the mountain.
In the mountain, which is pretty cool. So one of the pluses of the new update is they did add a few new locations to kind of mix things up slightly, though.
Except everyone lands at Dusty, and it's kind of new Tilted. So
God, Dusty is definitely the new Tilted. Now it completely after 2 games there, it completely was ruined for me. I said I'm not ever going to Dusty. Another thing that kind of ruined Dusty is Hop Rocks. Hop Rocks is something new that they added. I guess it's shards from the meteor and the comet, whatever it is that hit, and once you consume it, it allows you to hop extremely high. The technical term is less gravity. So you have less gravity. So now people are just jumping 50 feet in the air and
shooting you
and in the face with a shotgun. So
okay, I mean, well, it's not just in Dusty that you can find those. Like, you find them wherever there's like the craters.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 locations you can kind of look for them. And they don't last throughout the game, so they are like about a 10-second buff.
It's very
so it's not that bad, but at the same time, when you throw a lot of people at Dusty and everyone's hopping around, kind of doesn't make the game that fun. Just saying, guys. But they also added some new skins to the battle pass that looks pretty epic. You got the carbide, which is really cool. We'll talk about the carbide more in detail in just a bit. It actually goes along with one of the suggestions we have for Season 5. So let's get on. Let's go ahead and get to our list. At number 1. Oh, and by the way, these are in no particular order as far as how high ranking we want them to be. These again are just some suggestions for Epic to make Fortnite even more epic in Season 5.
Number 1, I think they should really add some different modes. So if you guys look, when you first drop out of the battle bus, you look around, you see these little islands, next to the main battlegrounds that we fight at, and I really feel like they can use that for something. If they made different game modes, like picture a capture the flag or
like a King of the Hill.
Exactly, King of the Hill, dude, that would be so sick. And it doesn't have to be the main battle royale map that we
go to every
exactly
time.
We don't have to go there every single time. They can use those little islands that's next to it to have those different game modes, and on top of that,
search and destroy.
There's so many different modes that they can make, and on top of that, you don't need 100 people. You can have your own little squad. You go to those little modes like capture the flag, search and destroy, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not trying to make it like Call of Duty or anything, but making different modes would be a lot better. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, because I mean, it would just give it some variety. Right now, it's that's one thing that people are talking about with Fortnite, is that it's getting a bit stale. You go in 100 people, you either die right away or you get into the end and you're winning. But either way, it's literally the same thing every single time. So if you do have different modes in smaller fashion, and no diss to the 50v50 or solid goals or the 20v20v20v20v20v20 or how many ever it was. No disses to those. Those are great, but those are limited time modes. We're talking more like permanent modes that you can select from the menu. Like you said, capture the flag, King of the Hill, those type of things.
And then on top of that, it's not just a mode that comes and goes, and then it doesn't go towards your stats as well. So we don't want that. Every time I win a match, I want that to go towards my stats. I don't care how many people are on the team.
Speaking of stats, that drives us right into number 2. They should make a true ranking system, something that makes it easier to show off your rank. I mean, right now you have, your level, and you have your battle tier pass. You also have the leaderboards, and if you want, outside, you can use different websites to kind of look at everyone's numbers as far as the number of wins and their kill death ratio and all that stuff. But in game, when I'm actually in a match and I want to kind of view someone's stuff, I don't actually see their rank. If you're on the leaderboards and you're with your friends, that's cool, that's different. But I mean, like a true rank system, like if I've sunk 100 hours into it, I want to actually show that off. Right now, you have the battle pass where you can get to level 100, but guess what? You can just buy that right off the bat. I'm talking about something that shows your rank within the actual game.
Right.
So something, again,
separates you from the next person.
Exactly. Not to take it back to Call of Duty all the time, but something like Prestige, like you want to be able to show, like, hey, I've gotten this number of kills or this number of wins, or I've done this for this many hours, whatever it may be. But like a true ranking system that you can see in game would be pretty awesome as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Third thing that I wanted to suggest would be adding value to the skins. Okay, so listen, I am so tired of knowing that there is like a 8-year-old who has the same skin that I have just because his mom or dad bought him that skin or something like that,
And no diss to 8-year-olds. You guys gotta eat too. I get it. You guys gotta eat too. It's cool.
Not dissing
Understand.
Everyone,
I understand.
Not dissing anyone, but honestly, like, if they added the value to the skins, whether it's like, okay, you play this mode in order to get this skin, in particular, I think that would add value to it. Or
instead of just being able to buy every single skin. Now, to their credit, they did add this new Carbide skin. The only way to get the upgrades on it is to actually level up. And you can't buy those levels. You can only buy the battle tier pass levels.
Yeah.
So to their credit, they are starting to do that. But I think I agree with you. They need to flesh that out a bit more. And instead of just tying it to the levels, try it to challenges. When you get 100 kills, you get this skin. When you get 5 wins, you get this skin. Whatever it may be.
And it could also tie into the other thing of, what is that? The first thing that we suggested, which was the modes. Okay, so if you play a certain amount of games in this mode and you win a certain amount of games, you're going to receive this skin. And then once you get that skin, then there's little mini quests that you can do in order to upgrade it and make it better, So I think that adds value to the skins, other than, hey, that person bought the same skin that you just grinded out. To get, it changes that whole process there, and it makes it so people want to come back and play more. It's like, okay, I'm definitely going to go play Capture the Flag on Fortnite in order to get this dope ass skin.
And then go ahead and tie it into actual modes. The fourth thing that we actually suggest is different perks. So I know Battle Royale, it's going to be skill based. I like it. Don't add perks to that. I'm not saying mess with that mode, but these other modes that we're suggesting, like Capture the Flag, like King of the Hill, even throw something like a team deathmatch, a smaller version or whatever.
Yeah.
You can add different perks. The higher level you get, the more perks you get. For example, you reach level 100, you can now have quieter footsteps, or you can call in certain airdrop. Different perks of that nature to kind of change things up. Because me, when I play a game, I need a goal, I need to strive to something. And yes, Battle Royale, you want to win every single time, but that simply just isn't enough for me anymore. I need to try to attain something.
So would those perks be just for those modes, or could you carry those perks over to the Battle Royale?
I wouldn't carry it over to Battle Royale, because that takes away that, because the Battle Royale, one thing that makes it great is it's skill based.
Yeah, and that keeps it original.
It's skill based. So you want to keep it that way. I mean, you don't want to make it so that, okay, someone that sinks 500 hours into it versus someone that sinks 50 hours is going to get destroyed 100% of the
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
Even though it's true now, but still, in fact, you don't want to give that upper advantage unnecessarily. But yeah, you know, you put a mode in there where you can strive for different goals or different perks. I think that'd be a really cool thing to add too. And then finally, the last suggestion that we have for Season 5 that we hope to see is something like a tutorial, or even better, like a practice ground.
No, we don't want to see that. I'm good, dude. You know how I feel about tutorials.
Listen,
No.
Listen, I understand how you feel about tutorials, and Fortnite is a perfect thing for you. There's a lot of people out here that, you know, have to go to YouTube or have to go somewhere else to learn different strategies in Fortnite,
Okay,
which is fine.
do that,
That's
dude.
fine.
That's
I get it. That's
tutorials.
100%
Practice
fine, and
grounds.
you become more advanced and better by watching
God.
these videos. But if you give me like a practice ground so I can practice my building, like especially when we first started off, like you get thrown into the lion's den pretty much. You know what I mean?
That's how you learn. That's how you become great.
gosh.
Like myself, that's how I learned. Anyway, you know how I feel about that. But I mean, I feel like that could help out for, you know, the noobs. But there shouldn't be any noobs anymore because this game's been out and super popular for how long now? So yeah,
I'm sure someone's grandma out there hasn't played it just yet. But let us know what you guys like about our list. Let us know what you want to go ahead and see in Fortnite Season 5 and beyond to help Fortnite, you know, stay afloat, stay on top, stay number one.
Yeah, because this game's amazing, dude. And I definitely don't want to see it die out. So and this is just our minds, you know, our thinking and what we suggest. So I know a lot of other people would like to see different things for Fortnite to help it stay afloat.
Just let us
not
know.
die.
Let us know this in the comments.
Comment, you know, like it up, subscribe to our video.
We put a lot of money into this game. Let's kind of get something more fleshed out here.
I agree. Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, like we said, like it up, comment, let us know what you think, and we will see you guys next time.
Adios.